Hi everyone, Mark here again from Even Keel Pottery in Shropshire in the UK. Again, as always, just another kiln unload for you. We've got some different glazes in here tonight, so I'm really anxious to open this and have a look, see how they've turned out. Yeah, some different glaze combinations, new to me anyway, maybe not new to some of you guys. But let's have a look, let's dive straight in and see how we've got on. I've got my list with me tonight, I haven't lost it tonight. Ooh, okay. Adjusted the schedule a little bit again. Yeah, I just wanted to go that little bit hotter. I ate 5 last time. I wanted to try and get 5.5 for can. So there's the cone pack on that top shelf, if you can see. So 5, 6, 7. So 6 has started to bend. So I would say that's a good 5.5. That's still a little bit warm. So that's probably the temperature I want to get to. So Suze, thank you very much. I followed your firing schedule exactly, and it's got me to the temperature I want to. So that's handmade by Suze. Thank you very much for your advice on the Skool community. If you're not on Skool, if you're not in our pottery community on Skool, I'll drop the link in the comments below. Come and join us. Yeah, great online community. Potters all over the world, giving advice and giving suggestions. Right, where do we start? Made a load of cups, made a load of bowls, some plates, a lot of test tiles. So let's start off with one of my regulars, one of my favourites. That's the Northern Lights mug. Yeah, I have to put at least one in every single kiln load. Tried some different glazes on this one. So I tried, and if you can see, just picking it out there. Let me try and cover my face up so you can see that. That deep red, that's that fire brick, deep fire brick. And that has come out really nice. So what I've got here again, obsidian underneath. We have deep fire brick in strands around the middle. We've got, let me just get to my list. We've got blue rutile along the bottom, again stripes. And on the top we've got some jungle gems, so that blue azure I think it is. Yeah, got some jungle gems on there. And that's fired really nicely, apart from one pinhole. That's the only pinhole I can find on the outside of the mug, so we can deal with that. We'll refire that and try again. Obviously, it probably mean the glazes, the colours will run even more, but just a pity we've got one pinhole. Typical. So that's the first one. That's my standard glaze combinations, really. More jungle gems, as I said in the last video, if you watched. Someone suggested trying jungle gems over snow, so we did that, and that is the very berry, I think it's called, the jungle gems over the top of the snow. I just wanted to see how it would work on a mug, and that's worked really well again. I do like that. I love those colours of the very berry. Yeah, even more so now we put them over the top of snow, so that's worked out really nice. Nice mug. Okay, so to our glaze combinations now, and let me see if I can figure out which one is which. So we tried various different ones of the same combination. We'll go with that one first because that's the one's the easiest to spot, I think. Let me just remind myself what I did. Yep. So first thing we wrote, let me show you. That's what we've got, and that is absolutely beautiful colours. So we've got 2 layers of honey flux underneath, then we've got 2 layers top half, which is our MaycoColors Raspberry Mist. Then we've got a layer of snow, just a thin layer of snow around the middle. Then underneath the snow we've got some iron luster Amaco glaze. I do like that, that has come out beautiful. And again, completely different to what I normally do. I'm normally a blue and greens man, but I do like how that pink has sort of flowed. So yeah, raspberry mist, honey flux, raspberry mist, snow and iron luster. I'll stick all the photos at the end like I always do. Next one we have, oh, that's beautiful. Similar kind of thing, but different. So let me just try and cover my face, so again we get some focus on that. So again, what we've got there, 2 layers of honey flux. We've got 2 layers of raspberry mist over the top, and we've got 2 layers of blue root on the bottom half. And that has worked really well. I like that blue root all the way it's flowing. That's beautiful. No pinholes, no nothing. Spot on. I've not seen anywhere yet. But I do like that. That's my favourite so far. Ding ding ding, we have a winner. I'm running out of shelves to put stuff on. Let me just throw that up there at the way. And the final mug, again, similar glaze combination. I think this is the same as the Iron Luster, yeah. So this is 2 honey flux, 2 raspberry mist, 2 Iron Luster, but without the snow around the middle. And again, that has worked nice. I was expecting more dark colours from that Iron Luster. The pink has definitely flooded into it, but that is a really nice mug. I do like that. Nice colours. I will be repeating some of these because I do like some of these colours. Right, what else have we got? Okay, so plates. Let's start with that one. It's a bit like a petri dish. So just trying again, experimenting with some of the new glazes I've bought. Thought we'd try some frozen pond. So what we've got there, I think I'll put 2 layers of white underglaze. So MaycoColors Velvet Underglazes, ultra white. Then I did 2 layers of raspberry mist, running hot chowder dots, and then over the top I did some chumplon. Not entirely sure about that one. It just hasn't flowed at all, and it looks a bit like a petri dish. But let me know what you think. Around the outside we put some of that deep fabric, and I do like deep fabric. It's a nice colour. But yeah, I might go over the top of that one with something else and try refiring it, because I'm not liking that one. Maybe put a flux or something, light flux or a honey flux over the top. See if it just blends it a little bit. Ooh. Now this one's nice. This is a combination I tried on the last kiln in a little test tile, but I thought I'd do it on a full plate. I do love that. I do really like that. And yeah, that's come out nice. So what we've got there, again, we've got 3 layers of fabric. So MaycoColors deep fabric. Then we've got supernova dots. I've only put 1 on this time, but I think it did actually need 2. It could probably do a bit more supernova on there, so I'll try it with 2 next time. I tried it with 2 last time because it was a small piece, it just flooded it, but I think with a bigger piece it definitely needs the 2. And then over the top of that, blue root MaycoColors. So I do like that, I really do like that. And it's a nice frozen pond, it just needs to blend a little bit more. On the outside, we've put some obsidian just to bring that black through. So it's a nice plate, I do like that one. What else we got in here? Some test tiles. We'll come back to those in a second and I'll explain what they're about. This one was a bit of a test. I'm trying to get some watermelon colours. I'm nearly there. The scent hasn't worked. I think it needs a little bit more of winterwood on there. So again, winterwood. I think I put jade on this one. And then winterwood and raspberry mist in the middle. It just needs more dark spots in the middle, I think. And that will slowly be... If anyone's got any suggestions for sort of watermelon colours, please post them in the comments, yeah. I was just trying a combination of sort of honey flux and... no, I did put honey flux on that, sorry, winterwood. Just try and bring those dots that you get in a watermelon. But if anyone's got any suggestions, please, drop it in the comments. We can have a look. The whole purpose is I actually want to sort of do a series of series of watermelon. I'll do this chip and dish in a kind of watermelon shape as well. So that was a test tile for that, but didn't really work, so we'll carry on testing. Right then, bottom layer. We've got some Graters in here, just standard colours. So just blue rutile. Again, love that, how it flows over that break in the clay. Any kind of pattern or decoration, blue rutile flows lovely over. So I do like that. Raspberry Mist. This one's come out a bit cloudy. Again, what do you think? I might just try putting some flux over that one and just refiring. It's a bit too bland and boring for me, that one is. Yeah, so I think I will refire that one. And we have two more, which is just said that, which is Rainforest. I love Rainforest. It just gives such a glossy finish to it. These are really warm. I should put my gloves on because these are starting to burn my fingers now. Yeah, so that is a really nice glossy finish to it, and I do like the way you get the blends of greens in there. Don't know if you can see that, if that's being picked up on the camera or not, but yeah, get those ripples of different greens. And the last one is what I've just said I was doing with that one. So I said that one's bland, it needs some honey flux over. I forgot I actually put one in with honey flux over it, and that is 10 times better. So I probably will definitely refire that one with some honey flux over the top of it. But yeah, that's come out really well. I do like that, and it's nice and sharp, whereas that one is nice and dull. Not much good for a grater to be dull. So hopefully by adding some flux in there, it'll just drain that thickness of glaze away. But I do like that one. Those colours have come through lovely. As I mentioned in the last couple of videos, I'm just doing a few bits for market. Really, I've got a load of stuff that I need to get rid of because it's just piling up now. Okay, right. Oh, that's come out nice. I do like that. So just a little bowl, little fruit bowl or something. Again with a bit of a pattern on the inside. So that rainforest on the inside. And I wanted to do something matte on the outside, so yeah, did that winter wood. I do like that winter wood. So it's 2 coats of winter wood versus 3 coats of rainforest on the outside, on the inside rather. That's cool. Kind of warped a little bit in the heat by the look of it, but still a nice little usable bowl for someone. Okay, so last thing in the kiln was test tiles. So as I mentioned, I've done part of the online Skool community that's the Handmade by Sousa created. There's quite a few potters on there now. I think there's about 200 members on there. I will drop the link below, so if you fancy joining an online community and getting involved in conversations with there's phone calls that happen at different times of the day, so people can get involved and just have a chat, and it's that community side as well as getting advice. Every month a new challenge gets set, so the challenge for May is to find a glaze that you rarely use anymore and try and mix it up with some other glazes. Try and find something that works. So the glaze that I chose was a Mayco stoneware passion flower. Don't know if anyone's ever used it. It is a bit bland on its own, I think. I've got some stuff, I couldn't get on with it. So I thought I'd mix it up with a few different glazes, and these are the results. Luckily I wrote on the back what they are because I can't remember. And each of the tiles has got 3 layers of the passion flower on there, but they're laid in different ways. So the one side is underneath the other glaze, and the other side is over the top of the other glaze. So this first one was winterwood. What we've got is the passion flower over the top of winterwood is that one, and underneath is that one. No, I don't know. Still not a massive fan. I expected more contrast in that one. So, yeah. Same for this one. This is honey flux though, so 2 layers of honey flux, and again 3 layers of the passion flower. This side is honey flux under, honey flux over. No, still not doing it for me at all. Okay, so we went on to light flux after that. Again, 3 layers of the passion flower. This time only 1 layer of the flux, so light flux underneath, light flux over the top. Underneath's okay. It's not rocking my boat, but it's okay. Haven't found one so far. Right, Supernova. Oh, actually that's nice. Maybe. Let me know what you think. Again, three coats of the passion flower. We've got 2 coats of Supernova over the top. Supernova over the top, Supernova underneath. I do like that underneath. I think that's really nice. What do you think? That milkiness to it is nice. In fact, I do like both of those. Yeah, I do like both of those. So I might try it with Supernova, experiment a bit more. And the final one, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad either. Was again, passion flower, 3 layers. We went 3 layers of seaweed. So that's with the seaweed underneath. That's the seaweed over the top. Not much difference really. It's okay. Again, I think with the underneath you get that purple coming through a little bit more. It's not too bad, but it's okay. I prefer the underneath to over the top. So I might try that on something else, maybe a vertical surface, to see how we get on. But that's it, that's me done. Again, just trying to speed that video up a little bit, because yeah, I've told my talk for too long. So hopefully there's some suggestions in there that you might want to try. If you do, just tag me. Yeah, I'd love to be tagged in a few videos if you are using some of these suggestions. And same if I'm using anyone's combinations I didn't know, just let me know and I will give you credit for those combinations as well. See lots of things on social media, I always forget to write down whose actually combination it is. So that's just a small note from me. Again, quite a bit ready to go. So we'll probably get another kiln load in the next week or 2 weeks. As I've always said, I'm just a hobby potter. This is sort of a part-time hobby. So yeah, I only generally do kilns every couple of weeks. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for all your comments. And yeah, definitely, if you want to watch some more of these videos, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. And you'll get notifications of when stuff's coming. Now for the photos.